Learned about general form of a complex number. General form is a plus ib. Takes the form a plus ib, where a and b are real parts, and root of -1 is I. Sorry, a and b are real numbers, not real part. A and b are real numbers, and root of -1 is I. A we call it as real part, and b is the imaginary part. Okay, and we learned how to equate two complex numbers. Now we are going to learn how to add, okay, addition of two complex numbers, subtraction and all we are going to learn. So before learning multiplication and all, let's recall some properties. Now, what are the properties of I? That's one. Okay, so root of -1 is I, isn't it? So I square is -1. So what will be I cube? What is I cube? How we can write this I cube? See, all these values you have to learn by heart, children. Can understand it and learn it. What is I cube? How we can write I cube? It is I square into I, isn't it? I cube is I square into I. What is I square? It is -1 into I. So I cube will be minus I. I cube is minus I. What will be I raised to 4? We can write this as I square into I square. I square is -1 into -1. So I raised to 4 is 1. Therefore, 4 is the smallest, least positive integer for which I raised to n will become 1. 4 is the least integer, least positive integer for which I raised to n will be equal to 1. 4 is the least integer for which I raised to n will be equal to 1. Okay, so I cube is minus I raised to 4 is equal to 1. So how will you find what is I raised to? Write the question. Find the following. What will be I raised to 35? Will you write I raised to 35? So whenever you are given numbers greater than 4, what you can do? It is same as, we can write this as I raised to 32 plus 3. Is it correct? Multiples of 4. You split that as multiples of 4. I raised to 32 plus 3. But what is I raised to? This one we can write this as I raised to 32 into I cube. Is it correct? A raised to m plus n is A raised to m into A raised to n. Now what is I raised to 32? We can write this as I raised to 4 whole raised to 8 into I cube. Is it okay? Is it clear, children? Are you able to follow this? 35, we are writing this as multiple of 4 plus the balance. So it is I raised to 32 into I cube. This 32, how we can write? I raised to 4 whole raised to 8 into I cube. What is I raised to 4? What you have learned about I raised to 4? It is 1, isn't it? 1 raised to 8 into I cube. So which is same as I cube. So whenever we are given numbers greater than 4, other than 4, what you can do? Divide it by 4 and take the power, remainder. So you'll be able to find the answer easily. So it is I cube. What is I cube? It is minus I. So I raised to 35 will be same as minus I. I raised to 35 is minus I. Is it okay, Michael? Is it clear, Gauri? What we are doing here, 35, we are splitting this as powers of 4. That one, is it okay?
Yes.
32 plus 3. This third, okay. Now what is a raised to m plus n? What is a raised to m plus n?
A raised to m into a raised to n.
So we are writing that one. Now 34, 32, how we can write? 4 raised to 8. What is a raised to m whole raised to n? A raised to mn. So this 32, we can write this as 4 raised to 8 because we know that 4 is the smallest integer for which the value of I will become 1. So we are writing in terms of 4. So it is I raised to 4 whole raised to 8. But what is I raised to 4? It is 1. So 1 raised to 8 into I cube. But 1 raised to anything is 1 itself. So we can leave that one. So it is same as I cube. What is I cube? What is value? What is the value of I cube? It is
Negative I.
minus I, negative I. Okay, now let's do the another one. What is I raised to 46? Hereafter, we will not be writing the steps like the previous one. What you can do? Divide 46 by 4. 1 4 is 4. Then 6. 1 4. What is the balance? 2, isn't it? So I raised to 46 will be same as I square. We need only the remainder. Because this quotient will become powers of 4, you will get 1. Only the remainder decides the value. So we are taking I raised to 46 will be same as I square. Is it okay, Achyut? And what is I square? It is minus 1. What is I raised to 100? What is I raised to 100? When you divide 100 by 4, what is the remainder? I raised to 100 will be same as I raised to 100 will be same as when you divide by 4, what is the remainder you will get?
No reminder.
Remainder, no remainder means what does it mean? Is it 0?
Yes.
And what is raised to 0?
1.
1. So I raised to 100 is 1. Find out what is I raised to 39. I raised to 39. Sri Hari, what is I raised to 39?
1 minute, I'm doing it.
What is I raised to 39?
I raised to 3.
I raised to 3. And what is I cube?
Minus 1.
I cube, it is not minus 1. Check it. Ashwin, what is I cube, Ashwin?
Negative 1.
I cube, is it negative 1? The same answer only he gave, Sri Hari. Yes, yes, Achyut. What is I cube? Dia.
Negative I.
Negative I. It is negative I. Write the next one. What is I raised to negative 54? What is I raised to negative 54? So we have learned about negative exponents in our lower classes. What is x raised to minus n? What is x raised to minus n?
1 by x raised to n.
1 by x raised to n. So it is same as 1 by I raised to 54. Now divide 54 by 4 and find out what are the powers. What is the answer, Naureen?
-1.
Minus 1. Is it correct, Nandana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So is it okay whenever you are given powers of 5, we can simplify this. So we'll get, it is, what is the answer here? I raised to 54 it is. Is it 1? What is the answer, Gauri?
-1.
Negative 1. Are you getting this answer, Diya? Gayatri?
Ma'am.
Okay. So write the next heading. Addition of two complex numbers. Next heading is addition of two complex numbers. We are going to add two complex numbers. So suppose Z1 is equal to A plus IB and Z2 is equal to C plus ID. We are going to add two complex numbers. I'm going to define the addition of two complex numbers. What is Z1 plus Z2? What is Z1 plus Z2? Add real part with real part, imaginary part with imaginary part. So it is same as A plus C plus I into B plus D. We are doing this A plus C plus I into B plus D. Okay, Z1 plus Z2 is A plus C plus I into B plus D. Okay, let's do one example. Suppose Z1 is 3 plus I. Z2 is minus 2 plus 5y. What is Z1 plus Z2? What is Z1 plus Z2? So it is Z1 plus Z2. What is the answer? Add real part with real part. So 3 plus minus 2 plus I into 1 plus 5. So what is the answer? Ashwin? What is the answer, Ashwin? Yes? What is the answer? Rijas. Give your answer, Rijas. What is Z1 plus Z2?
1 plus 6i.
1 plus 6i. Okay, it's correct. 1 plus 6i. Okay, write the next one. Suppose Z1 is minus 3 plus 6i. Z2 is minus 5 plus 2i. Is addition in complex number commutative? Is commutative? When will you say it is commutative? When will you say addition is commutative? When will you say addition is commutative?
When A plus B is equal to B plus A.
Yes, very good, Gayatri. A plus B is equal to B plus A. That is, you find out Z1 plus Z2. You find Z2 plus Z1. Is it same? Then, if they are same, then we can say it is commutative. Do it and check whether it is commutative. Is it commutative? What is Z1 plus Z2? And find out what is Z2 plus Z1. Whether both are same. Check it. Is it commutative, Nandana?
Yes, ma'am.
What is Z1 plus Z2?
Minus A plus A sir.
Is it correct, Naureen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, we can say addition of complex numbers is commutative. Similarly, we can prove addition is associative. Similarly, we can prove in complex numbers addition is associative. That means associativity for addition. That means commutativity we have learned as A plus B is equal to B plus A. What about associativity? Associativity. We are learning this property from sixth.
Ma'am, A
Yes.
plus B,
Ah,
that will be in bracket plus
ah,
C is
ah,
equal to
ah.
A plus in brackets B plus C.
Very good. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Okay. Same way here, addition is associative. Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 will be same as Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. Addition is associative. In complex numbers, addition is associative. Okay. What about the additive inverse? What about the additive inverse? Sorry, before that, let's recall about additive identity. Which is the additive identity? Additive identity. Yes. in addition, which is the identity, additive identity. Naurin, additive identity. Punya.
0.
Very good. 0 is the additive identity. Is that no? Huh? 0 is the additive identity, but it is not in natural numbers. Is that no? Natural numbers starts from 1. What about whole numbers? So we have learned that additive identity exists in whole numbers. Additive identity exists in integers. Now, what about the additive identity in complex number? Can you give the additive identity? Gayatri.
0.
0. 0 means in complex number form, how will you write? Which is the additive identity. 0, how will you write? 0 plus I0. Both the real part and imaginary part is 0. So 0 plus I0 is the additive identity. This is the additive identity. 0 plus I0 is the additive identity. What about the additive inverse? What is the additive inverse of 5? What is the additive inverse of 5? Gauri. Yes.
Negative.
Negative 5. What is the additive inverse of 2 by 3? What is the additive inverse of 2 by 3? Additive inverse of 2 by 3 is?
Minus 2 by 3.
Minus 2 by 3. Additive inverse of 2 by 3 is minus 2 by 3. Okay? Same way. What is the additive inverse of the complex number? Z is equal to A plus IB. Z is equal to A plus IB. What is the additive inverse of Z is equal to?
Minus A minus IB.
Minus A minus plus minus IB. So we can say minus Z is the additive inverse of Z. Negative of that number is the additive inverse. Okay? Minus of Z is the additive inverse. So if you take the number 3 plus 2i, what will be its additive inverse? If you take the number 3 plus 2i, its additive inverse is? Additive inverse of
Minus 3 minus 2.
minus 3 minus 2i. Minus 3 minus 2i is the additive inverse. Is it clear, children? Is it okay? Is it okay? If Z is equal to A plus IB is the complex number, then its additive inverse is minus A plus minus IB. We'll be writing the negative of that form. That one will give the additive inverse. And which is the additive identity? 0 plus I0 is the additive identity. Okay, addition is commutative, addition is associative. Okay, now let's learn how to subtract two complex numbers. Write down. If Z is equal to, Z1 is equal to 2 plus 3i, Z2 is equal to minus 5 plus 6i, find Z1 minus Z2 and Z2 minus Z1. Z1 is 2 plus 3i, Z2 is minus 5 plus 6i. Find Z1 minus Z2 and Z2 minus Z1. What is Z1 minus Z2? What is Z2 minus Z1? Yes, what is Z1 minus Z2, Rijas? What is Z1 minus Z2? Rijas,
7 minus 3.
7 minus 3. Okay. Srihari, what is Z2 minus Z1? Srihari,
minus 7 minus I 3i
minus 7
minus 3i.
minus 3i. Minus 7 minus 3i. Is it clear? Is it commutative? Is it commutative?
No.
No. Okay. Now write the next heading. Multiplication of two complex numbers. Multiplication of two complex numbers. So, suppose Z1 is A plus IB and Z2 is C plus ID. We are going to find out what is Z1 into Z2. So, it is A plus IB into C plus ID. Listen children, the usual multiplication. So, you take A and multiply with this. So, AC plus IAD. Then multiply these two. Plus IBC plus I square BD. Okay, AC plus AID plus IB into C plus IB into ID. I into I we can write it as I square. So it is AC plus IAD plus IBC. What is I square? Minus 1. I square is minus 1 into BD. This is same as AC. Okay, I am writing those terms which are real terms. Real means real part. Terms without I. So AC minus BD plus I into AD plus BC. So this one will give Z1 into Z2. We are collecting those terms without I plus I into terms with I. Whenever we write a complex number, it should be in the form real part plus I into imaginary part. First we should write the real term, then I into imaginary term. So here, no I term. Here this is the term without I. So these two terms we are writing here, A plus BD plus I into AD plus BC. Now, suppose Z1 is 1 plus I. Z2 is 2 plus I. What is Z1 into Z2? Listen, children, how will you find Z1 into Z2?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, can you show the last page?
Is it okay? Is it over, Achut?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is Z1 into Z2? So 1 plus I into 2 plus I. So when you open the bracket, what you will get? 1 into 2. So it is 2 plus I. Again with this I, if you multiply, it is 2I plus I square. So it is 2. Now look at here, collect the I terms. I plus 2I. So it will become 3I. And what is I square? Is minus 1. I square is minus 1. Now what is 2 minus 1? It is 1 plus 3I. It is 1 plus 3I. Is it okay, children? How to multiply two complex numbers? Is it clear, Gayatri?
Yes,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, Achuna.
1 more minute.
Before the next class, we will be learning about division of complex numbers. Okay, so that we need how to multiply and all. So we'll go through this one and learn it thorough. Okay, side by side, do the activity. Okay, you have to submit the activity, assignment, not activity, assignments. Prepare that one. For the assignment, no acknowledgement is needed. Okay, is it clear, Gauri? Certificate and all, it's not needed, but introduction and bibliography, you should write it there. Okay, make it colorful and send it. Okay, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.